Hello everyone, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Convivial, your favorite Italo teacher. I don't know if you say otherwise. What we want to do today? Today we want to do part 2 of FALSI AMICI or false friend for English. For instance, now maybe two things for different language. As if now Italo and English we they speak. If you say some things for Italo or for English, they'll be like they sound the same, but in reality they don't mean the same thing. Tutti, mi chiamo Convivial, questo è il mio canale, seguitemi, condividete e mettete like se vi piace. If today is the first time you come across this channel, I beg try subscribe, join this amazing family. But if you don't subscribe already, remember to put that notification bell so that anytime when I upload video, you go get notified. So if you never watched the first part, what thing you wait for, make sure say you first watch the first part, then you will come to the second part. Okay, so we will go straight to the video. Okay guys, the first one now addizione and addiction. Addizione and addiction. Like if person they addicted to something. Addizione na be that what would they do? 1 + 1 sum. What would they sum some things together? Okay. Then addiction for Italo me say dipendenza. They go say the person they dependente. If it be anything when the person they dependente to. If person they addicted to something, they will talk say quella persona è dipendente di quella cosa. Okay? So addiction they call it dipendenza. Okay, another one now. Argomento and argument. They sound almost the same thing, right? But they don't mean the same thing. You go ask me, okay, what's the difference? Argomento, it means say the subject. Subject, okay? Meanwhile, argument for Italo, it means discussione. Okay? If they argue with person, if person and person they argue, you go so say, hanno una discussione, hanno avuto una discussione. Okay? It's not something we don't pass. Io e Donatella ieri abbiamo avuto una discussione. It means that we argue yesterday. Okay? But we'll go to the next one. The next two ones now, they be like they sound the same, but they don't mean the same thing now. Avvertire and advertise. Okay? Avvertire, it means say to warn. If I, for instance now, I tell you, say, I warned you. Ti ho avvertito. Okay? Which is the past tense. Avvertire, it means to warn. Okay? Then to advertise, what in Italo they call it? Italo they call it pubblicizzare. Pubblicizzare. Now be to advertise. Okay? Other two ones where they be like say they did the same. Now be camera and Oyibo, you know say they get camera, which they refer to like photo camera. But they don't mean the same thing. Italo camera and English camera not be the same thing. Camera for Italo it means room. Okay? Then the one for English, Italo they call it macchina fotografica. Macchina fotografica to take pictures. Okay? Okay. Then we'll go to another one, which is coda and code. They sound the same, but they don't really mean the same thing. Coda for Italo, it means tail. Tail. Okay? And then waiting they call code. The one where they call code. Italo they call it codice. Okay? Codice. Now they call code for Italo. Okay? Then another interesting one, which I know say most of my subscribers go know. Now the difference between caldo and cold. They're now almost the same way they even sit in the right term. But they don't mean the same thing. If something they caldo, it means it's hot. Okay? But if we say waiting cold mean for Italo now, freddo. Okay? Freddo. Then we will go to another one, which it be like say they even still resemble as they take the right term, but they don't really mean the same thing. For instance, corpo and corpse for English. It be like say almost the same way they take the right term, but they don't mean the same thing. Corpo, Italo they call what in they call corpo. Now English people they call body, our body. But corpse, Italo they call a cadavere, which is person wey don come dey alive again. Now they call cadaver. Then another one where they interesting when you really if person mistake this one, I not go really blame him because say it sounds just the same. Okay, now be definitivamente and definitely. Definitivamente, if you want to translate into English, it go come in ultimately. Okay, then definitely Italo they call am certamente. Certamente na be definitely for Italian language. Then another one where they still be like say they resemble where and if person still mistake this one, believe me, I no go blame am because they sound the same. Na be eventualmente or eventually for if you hear eventually. They sound the same thing, right? Eventualmente, eventually. But they don't mean the same thing. Italo, if they talk eventualmente, if you want to translate that to English, it go be possibly. Eventualmente means possibly. Okay? But then if English person can say eventually, how you can translate that to Italo? Italo they talk alla fine. Okay? Alla fine. Eventually. Then we will go to another one, which is fabrica and fabric. This one, they sound the same. Fabrica and fabric. What can be fabrica? What in Italo they call fabrica? Now the one way or English they call factory. But what in Italo can they call fabric? Italo they call tessuto. Tessuto. Now be fabric. The one where they say they sew cloth. Tessuto. Now Italo people they call them. So if person make mistake, they really sound the same. Okay. Then another interesting one now, if you hear person talk say finalmente, it sound like finally. No, they don't mean the same thing. Finalmente, if you want to translate them to English, it go be at last. Finalmente, at last. Oh, at last you do the thing. Finalmente l'hai fatto. What it can be finally for Italo? Italo, if they want to talk finally, they go say alla fine. Okay? Alla fine. Then another one where they sound the same now, novella and novel. Novella and novel. They don't mean the same thing. Novella, it means short story. Okay? Then what in Italo can they call novel? Italo they call it romanzo. If they talk about say they read novel now, romanzo. Okay, now Italo people they call novel. Okay. Then another one now where they be like say they sound the same now. Vacanza and vacancy. They don't sound the same. Vacanza and vacancy. If person mistake, how you go take blame her for this kind of thing? But they don't mean the same thing. Vacanza, it means vacation. Then vacancy for Italo, it means say the post ide vuoto or ide libero. Okay? Okay, guys. Wanna tell me waiting you find interesting parts for inside this video? Wanna try tell me like this one really I be say man maybe this other one you mean wanna let me know. I don't say I always like to read in a comment and you always answer everybody. Okay guys, and wanna remember say I did do live video on Saturdays by 4 p.m. for Facebook. Wanna know they miss out. Okay, and compliment of the season guys. Until the next one, ciao.